What's up everyone, and you're tuning in. It's Nique at Day because she made her first day video. I'm sure she made some videos and we're going to be reacting to it. It's called The 2-month-old Baby Passes After Being Rejected in a Car. So this is going to obviously probably not be really good to listen to. So just be warned about that. And we're just going to jump in.
Of the car. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there. This was a scene that happened in Memphis where a 2-month-old baby basically lost their lives after being ejected out of a car crash. Now, the reason why the baby was ejected was because the baby did not have any type of car seat or anything securing the baby in the car.
See, a lot of people, it's crazy how a lot of families are not protecting their children in a vehicle. Hell, there's a lot of families not protecting their kids. They'd be smoking in front of the kids, leaving weapons around the house around the kids, and then next thing you know, something happens. And we hear these really tragic stories just from parents being neglected and not really caring because, oh, we've done it before and nothing happened, it's going to be okay. It's like, no, you need to do it. Just like me. Every Uber I get into, I put my belt on. I don't go, oh, because I got into a habit where I didn't put my belt on. It's like I thought the Uber was made out of magic and they'll never crash or something. You don't know that. And it sucks because in these countries that I go to, some of these Ubers do not have a belt. I'm like, where's the belt at? And it's like, oh my God, I just relax, you know. I don't touch wood, it never happens. Some people would say, I'm stepping out of that car, but me, I'm just like, take my chances, and honestly I shouldn't. It's very risky, especially if something was to happen to me over here in these foreign countries. It can be very crazy and very different, you know. But anyway, let's keep watching.
Now what I'm being told is that there was a speeding vehicle that caused this 4 to 5 car crash and this very horrific scene. Now in the full-length video of them searching for the baby, I guess one of the people, she basically said, oh, the mom was saying she had children, they didn't know where the kids were or whatever, and they start frantically looking for the kids because they were not in the car. Come to find out, they go and they find the baby underneath the vehicle and they pull the baby's lifeless body from underneath the vehicle. Now, being that this is YouTube, I don't want to show that part of it. I may show a variation of it on my Instagram, so check it out there. But let's hear the news report where they basically give a little bit more detail about this accident. Now, in the news report, they keep referring to the baby as a 3-month-old baby. However, in their own article, they corrected that it was a 2-month-old baby. In every other article, it states that the baby is 2 months old. So I just want to clarify that part of it. But
that's really sad. That's really crazy. And as well as that, the parents as well, because I don't think some of these families or parents have bad intentions, you know what I mean? It's just they don't have proper training or something how to deal with kids. And I still blame the family for it. But at the same time, not only do they have to deal with the loss, they have to deal with getting arrested if it is their fault.
But let's listen to the news article about this and hear a little bit more.
How many babies did she have in the car? She was telling me 4, then she went to 2. So I was like, y'all start looking for babies. Start looking for babies. And then that's when I found her 3-month-old baby under this white car. And I had to pull her 3-month-old baby away from up under the car.
Wow, what a... Like, that woman's got a big heart. She could have just watched them, walked away from the whole situation. She decided to go there and help that woman who's panicking, worrying. And not a lot of people do that, you know? Especially in the States, a lot of people be watching or just passing by. I know in Vietnam, I got hit by a car when I was on the scooter. Thank God it wasn't like a... It was just a whoop on my scooter. Everyone in my peripheral stopped. They all stopped, they went, they go, get away from the scooter, making sure I was safe, turning it off. it's such the community there in Vietnam, they are, like in the States, they're very individualistic, while in like Thailand and Vietnam, they're very communistic, I think is the word, where everyone helps each other as a community and stuff. And obviously this lady probably has some of those values of communism or communistic values, for her to just stop there and be like, okay, look, let me help you, let me stop, let me see what's going on, you know?
And that woman right there you heard from, Alicia, she gave detail as to the condition of both of those children. And right then and there she began to get very emotional, because no one wants to witness or even be a part of anything like this.
Oh, Nique looks really upset. I'm watching her. She looks really upset because she's got a daughter, so she probably feels watching this.
To children ejected from a van with their mother. Of course, we're going to continue to stay on top of this story all throughout the day, working right now to gather new details. But again, 5 people sent to the hospital, 3 cars involved in this crash. So if you can avoid this area here at Night Ono and Councilman, please do. Memphis.
All right, so I'm going to stop it right there. We kind of get the gist of the goings-on that's going on. This was a very, very, very horrific accident. The mother and her children, they're injured. The baby gets ejected out of the car. There's bystanders that are around who are frantically looking for these kids because they don't see the children, and they're wondering where the kids are. To come
also, there's more people.
The woman who was just speaking, she is paired with another man. They're searching for the baby. There's this guy who is basically driving by, and he's basically capturing all of this on video as they move to the car and discover that the baby is underneath. When they pull the baby out, there was a lot of people talking about how the guy handled the baby. He kind of just picked the baby up like a rag doll, to be quite frank. But there was people who felt like, you know, maybe he was in shock, maybe this, maybe that. But, you know, he kind of picked the baby up. The other lady was frantic, like, oh my God, the baby is under the car, you know. And then he like kind of like just walked the baby willy-nilly. But come to find out, the baby had, you know, lost her life in this situation. That all could have been avoided, as to, number one, the person who was speeding who caused the accident, and number 2, the baby being in a secure car seat to prevent something like that happening. That's why it's so important for children, toddlers, you know, infants to.
So I'm gonna leave it at that, but I'm sure she's talking about the importance of, you know, making sure your kids are secure, because you may never know a situation like this. So many of us are just like, oh, it's okay. Even me, when I go into those Ubers that have no belts, I could easily go, yeah, you know what, let me sit in the front seat, it's got a belt. Or but I don't say anything. I'm just like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, okay, let me think, what can I do to make sure I'm safe in this Uber ride? So, and I think a lot of you guys can do that too. I'm sure you guys do the same thing as me, what I used to do. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Make sure to, you know, tell your loved ones that you love them. And I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.